Christina Flach. I'm a celebrity makeup artist. I'm the creator and CEO of Pretty Girl Makeup. Today we are doing makeovers. And what I like to do before we start, obviously the skin is prepped with moisturizer, so it's nicely hydrated. And then we're gonna just clean up any little tiny imperfections. There are always discoloration on everyone's face. Even models that you see in magazines have discoloration. But as a makeup artist, you try and become an illusionist and hide them. So we're gonna lighten up all these little dark spots in here. The eyelids, so they're all one color and even. So then when we put on the foundation, now the deal with foundation, you don't want it too light and you don't want it too dark. You really want it to just disappear into the skin so you don't even really see it. And then that way it looks really natural. So we're just gonna blend it in to even out the skin. And thin layers is much better than just putting on a big, heavy amount because you don't really wanna see it. And you don't want it to look cakey and you don't wanna look it too thick. Thin layers is definitely the goal here. Okay, we have a nice thin coat of foundation, evening out the skin and the eyelids and underneath, under the chin. And now we're gonna do the brows. I love a nice, elegant looking brow, so I like to brush them up and then use either a shadow and or an eyebrow pencil. So we just want the brows to frame the face. And you want to go with the grain of the brow. You just want to follow it. You don't need to make it, go out of that line. Just stay within the line of the brow that you have. And that way, you won't make any mistakes. There's never, honestly, any mistakes when you're doing your makeup. If it feels a little too heavy, just get a Q-tip and blend it out. That's all you have to do. It's not the end of the world. And now we're going to begin with the eyeshadows. I like putting just a thin color of like a creamy color on the whole lid. And you want to add light into these corners here. It's super important. And depending on if it's a day or an evening event, whether you want shimmer or not, you can add a little into the corners, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little shimmer underneath the brow into the corner. And then on the lid, we're gonna just put a nice, pretty little bit of gold. Kind of a goldy copper. So what's really great about liners, close your eyes please. It gives definition, but if you make a mistake, you just put a shadow on top of it and it will forgive any mistakes that we make. I even make mistakes sometimes. And the eyeshadow on top trick is really, really great. It also gives longevity and a softer look than just a straight line. We're gonna put some liner on the bottom, thin line on top. Really, you want the line thin into the lash line so it doesn't look too thick, because that makes the eyes look smaller. We always want the eyes to look bigger. So right on top of the lash line is some liner. And then on top of that, that is where we're gonna put a soft shadow. Close your eyes. Okay. Again, the shadow goes on top, underneath the lash, nice thin soft line. Now we can leave it like that, or we can add a little bit more drama into the crease. And I think we're just gonna put a soft little bit in the crease here, right underneath the bone. It's kind of like a little arrow we're gonna do right there. There are no mistakes in the crease. I know sometimes we feel like, oh my gosh, it's too much, but honestly, all you need to do is blend. Blend, blend, blend until it's at a level that you feel comfortable with. And sometimes I will get in the car and just wipe my finger over the crease or wherever it is, and that actually is a nice little thing that I do sometimes as well. Okay, so now we are going to go back into the middle area with a little bit more light. Doing this in stages just kind of gives you a little more control of the color and how it's going to be looking. Okay, from there we're going to add, now I'm going to go back to the concealer. We're going to do another little bit like that. And so if there's any, mistakes that we've made or any imperfections, we just are cleaning it and lightening up the area. Mascara is one of those products that does not last forever. I like to change it out every 3 months. And so you have nice moist mascara and it lasts and it looks really great if you keep changing them out every 3 months. So you want to, with mascara, you want the edges out in the corners here a little bit longer than the inside. You want to get down at the bottom of the root of the follicle and then go up. And out to the corners, make it a little bit longer. Now, people ask all the time, do you like waterproof mascara? I do not. It's really harsh on your lashes, and I think it's best for, if you're on vacation, but you don't want to use it every day. Look up. I am not a huge fan of lash extensions just because I like to use face oil and then you can't. So I have learned to just really cake on that mascara so I get the illusion of lash extensions without actually having them. I can't tell you how many women I meet that tell me they don't take their mascara off at the end of the day. I can't even understand that. It is, your lashes need to breathe and it's just not good for them. They will fall out, I promise you. So just take a minute at the end of the day, wipe some oil on your face and a makeup wipe and a nice warm washcloth. It's all gone and your face is hydrated at the same time. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of highlighter on the cheekbones, on the upper bone. Across the nose. And I'm gonna do a slight, tiny bit of contouring just underneath the bone, a tiny bit. You can use bronzer, you can use blush, you can use a brown. It just, whatever you have. All right, so we've added the blush, the eyes are ready, and now it's lip time. So I'm gonna put a tiny bit of lip liner at the edges of the lips and do a really nice nude lip. I love a nude lip on Jasmine. She has such a beautiful smile and it just looks really, really soft and elegant since we're doing a big, bold eye. I typically will mix a couple colors together. Okay, so we've got the lip liner on, we have a nice shade of lipstick, and then I'm gonna put a nice little thin coat of lip gloss on top to give longevity, but also it gives the illusion of lips being fuller, as opposed to a matte lip is going to make the lips look thin, dry, and I don't like that look. And we are gonna use Love of All Loves by Pretty Girl. And just put a little, just tap it on. Okay, rub your lips together. We're gonna do a tiny bit more bronzer, give a little more color. is the after. Okay, so what we did here with Miss Jasmine is we evened out her skin, we lightened up under the eyes, we made her beautiful eyes with some liner and shadow, so predominant and gorgeous. We put a little highlighter on her cheekbones, some lip liner, some lipstick, lip gloss, and just gave an overall just a nice, fresh, dewy look, which is what my signature look is.